welcome to session 3 of Dice Friends. We took an unscheduled 1-week break due to airport shenanigans last week.
Whoops.
Well, it's not like you were like, hey, make it real icy in Salt Lake City, right?
Yeah, I got flagged for having cookies in my bag.
Like one of those
Stroop
waffles?
not cookies, Stroop waffles, I guess.
There was an ongoing cascade failure state that was not actually anybody's direct responsibility.
Definitely got our cardio for that day, though.
Oh my god.
With a thrown iteration of 20 to 60 feet, they do 1 die 4.
So welcome back to Dice Friends. Excuse me. Oh, dear. Thank you so much. This is session 3. As I said, if you missed the first 2 sessions of Bylaw and Order, there will be a flavorful box text summary at the beginning of the broadcast proper. But you can also check out the VODs here on the Twitch D&D channel, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/loadingreadyrun for the edited version of that. Or if you prefer your Dungeons and Dragons catch-up in podcast form, you can just type Dice Friends or Loading Ready Run into wherever your podcasts are served, and you can subscribe to our feed and get it that way. I hope everybody is caught up and ready to roll. As some other housekeeping notes, we can see you in chat now. Hello, thank you all. It's really nice to see you. I see Obo Crazy is telling people who I am and stuff like that. As an FYI, when the actual campaign starts, we're going to turn you off, chat, so you don't distract us. Talk amongst yourselves, but we can't see you. I think that's about it, really.
Just 1 sec before we start. I'm just going to do a quick refresh.
Okay.
We're just having a little bit of desync on the camera.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Is that better now?
Oh.
I don't know.
3, 2, 1.
Works better when one person does it.
Yep,
That
sure
was
does.
fairly synchronized, though.
That's why I just waved my arm to see what was happening. Insert distraction here. Teeth.
Delay is gone.
Hooray.
All right, let's do this show.
Paul, you
Awesome.
wizard.
Well, thank you. This is why we always do our little preamble. So I guess without further ado, gosh, I can feel myself getting nervous already.
No, we're here for fun.
I love
I
it.
know.
Chat is so supportive.
It's
Yeah.
because this is the most adjacent to John Darnielle I've ever been. Same Twitch channel.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's true.
Wait.
No, that's not true. I did see them in concert.
Hold on. Does John Darnielle have a Tony Iommi number?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because we have a...
Like,
yeah.
is this
We
like
have-
a 7 degrees of Kevin
Yeah,
Bacon
well,
or whatever?
you can get your bacon... There's the bacon Erdosh number,
Oh.
right? For the... Anyway, we can go into it later.
If you're nervous, Kathleen, just remind me to tell you the story about how David Byrne owes me $90. I want my $90, David.
Or how Bono stole my pen.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I bet John Darnielle wouldn't do any of those things. He's a very nice person. All right. I think we've all set up. Paul, everything's looking good on your end. We're ready to take off.
I believe so. Sorry, I'm just going to try one more thing. Is that okay? Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems better. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
Here we go.
So without further ado, goodbye, chat. We'll see you all in a couple of hours. Hello and welcome to session 3 of Bylaw and Order. When we last left our party, by the way, I guess I'll get you guys to introduce yourselves now. Who are you?
My name is Cameron, and I'm playing Avenir, a 3rd-level rogue inquisitive with the Azorius Senate.
Hi, I'm Ian, and I'm playing Enor. I'm also with the Azorius Senate, but I'm a 3rd level mage.
I was wondering you're like pausing for dramatic
Yeah.
effect or what it was. Hey, what's up? I'm Ben, and I'm playing Nog, the goblin. I'm also simultaneously playing my dog Valencia. I'm a goblin who's with Boros. I'm a 3rd level fighter who's taking the Cavalier subclass, so I get to ride my dog in the battle, and it's pretty sweet.
Naga Naga Nog and his dogga dogga dog.
I love it. Yeah.
Yo, hey friends. My name is Serge, and I'm playing Molander, who's like a 3rd level Selesnian druid and just wants to find more ways that we can all give back to Ravnica. You know? Yeah.
What a group of highly competent people we've assembled.
Got mild boundary issues.
Are
Why
we
do all
being
these-
set up to fail? Is that why they got us together? They
Maybe.
actually want the sausage regulation
No,
to tank.
absolutely not.
We're doing okay so far. We
Yeah.
got 2.
Actually, speaking of how well you're doing so far, let's get some box text. So, when we last left our party, they had still only procured 2 of the 10 required guild signatures needed to ratify the Azoria Senate's new Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard, bracket ASURSS, and bracket number 2309-76-19. Although broadly agreed to be actually fairly important, or at least as important as any regulation originating from the Azoria Senate's Consumer Goods Inspection Sub-Office could ever be, the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard sat unsigned on the Living Guild Pack's desk for 7 months before the author of the statute, Chief Emissary Obort Zunak, gave up and resorted to an ancient and rarely used power held by his office that allows it to pass new laws classified in the name of public good as long as a representative of every guild signs off on them. It is an ancient provision because Ravnican civilization has stood for over 10 millennia and has therefore seen far greater troubles in the current decamillennial encased meat grading standards accidental inclusion of cement and cement derivatives on the list of approved filler ingredients.
Wait, what? I was worried about the bugs at first. The cement is the bigger issue.
I have 10 sessions to add things to
Oh,
this.
good.
It's a technical term.
It is rarely used because as our heroes are now beginning to discover, it is a real pain in the ass. And while Avenir, Enor, Nog, and Molander have thus far totally failed to pass the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard and bring about a halcyon area of culinary harmony and sausages that are at minimum 94% hair-free, they have been quite successful at uncovering a strange plot by a member of the Golgari Swarm to steal and then rather spectacularly abandon an experimental Izzet Pyromana flux conduit power generation device. And now, cleaned up and recovered from an exhausting journey to the Undercity that, in retrospect, followed the most dangerous and least direct route possible, our heroes have decided to do what any rational person would do, which is not worry about that for a while and go do something that is, at least by Ravnican standards, relatively safe. Avenir, what's on the appointment book for today?
Well, we have a standing appointment with the Azov Syndicate.
Yeah.
That's right. Your appointment was with somebody named Prelate Mila at the Odmena Cathedral, which is located in the Basilica Quarter of Precinct 2.
It sounds so friendly.
Smila?
Smila. Mila.
Samila. So, I'm going to level with you guys. The Orzhov kind of freaked me out.
Don't worry, they're just... Don't accept anything from them.
Yeah. Like, one time I was essentially what I believe was a timeshare. So they tried to sell me on it, and I thankfully I said no, but they're a shifty bunch.
Yeah. I joined the Azoria Senate in part in hopes to maybe curtail the Azov Syndicate's greater excesses.
Yeah.
I haven't met any Orzhov I don't like, but I don't know if I've actually met any Orzhov, so I'm looking forward to making new friends.
I was gonna say.
They're all very pleasant and very polite.
Oh, fantastic. Yay.
Business as usual.
Or they got a thing for ghosts.
So currently, you four, because we'll say it's early in the morning, are located outside the Azoria Senate's Consumer Goods Inspection Sub-Office, and that means you're in the Goshan Heights neighborhood of Precinct 3 in District 6. So your options are to walk, which will take you at about 2 hours, or you can take the subway, which will cost you 65 zibs.
A 2-hour walk.
Ravnik is big.
Let's take the subway.
Makes sense.
More direct.
I can expense it.
Do they allow dogs on the subway?
You can say that you have a special permit that
All
allows
right.
a working dog.
Great. Yes. Do not pet. He's working.
Yes.
Does Valencia have one of those harnesses?
Yeah.
Oh,
But she's like too big for it.
armored
so
in
it's
Boris
more like a
colors?
badge that's
Oh.
like
Oh,
on her
yeah,
like
yeah.
hangs
Tail.
down. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, it's adorable.
Perfect.
All right. Well, yeah, let's take the subway and head on over.
All right. Well, you board the Novagen subway line, then you ride west until Purin Station, and then you change to the Istria line. And then once you cross into Precinct 3, the subway becomes a train. So it means you get to travel above ground, and you get to see some very pretty white brick buildings with red terracotta roofs, which is nice because it's nice to look at, and nice because if you were underground, you would just be seeing a bunch of Orzov crypts and catacombs.
Oh. Well, all right then.
Gross.
So, but it's a long train ride. Is there anyone you want to talk to?
Who's around on our car?
Well, right. You can talk to a couple different people that you can see. There's an old lady who's going to the bank to make a debt payment, probably.
Uh-oh.
There's a small child. And there's the conductor of the train, who is a Vidalcan.
Oh. Is the child unaccompanied?
The child is unaccompanied.
Do they seem in distress at all?
Absolutely not.
Oh, well, that's good.
Hey, kid. Where you off to?
I'm going to visit my dad at work.
Oh, where's he work?
He works at the bank.
What other kind of... Not to give you the third degree, kid. What other kind of buildings are in this area? Banks seem like all they would really have.
Well, he works at the bank in the Basilica District. We're meeting for lunch.
Oh, what are you gonna go have for lunch?
There's like some hot dog vendor my dad likes to go to.
Ah,
Look, it's my day off school.
right, okay. You've got a hard life, kid. I'll leave you on your own. Sorry.
Not really. I come from a loving household.
Do you want to
I'm
pet my
11.
dog?
The badge says do not pet.
You can pet it if you want.
Kid, like, very gently holds out the hand so Valencia can sniff.
And she does and gives him a big lick.
Yay, I like your dog, mister. Thank you.
I'm also going to pet Valencia.
That's all right.
Yeah, just like right behind the ear, just a good little scratch.
Yeah.
Another
Sure.
day out with friends.
Children have no concept of entrapment.
Well, wasn't what I was getting at all.
I can't say what's in your head, man.
Ooh, and you look like a motley bunch.
This is the old lady.
Well, what are all four of you doing on this train?
We're conducting Senate business, ma'am.
Oh, excellent. That's good. I often think you Azorius are just a bunch of busybodies, but, you know, after a house fell on my husband, I did begin to see why you do the things that you do. So I guess carry on. Not that you need my permission to do it, but not that that kid needed your permission to go see his father at the bank. Just mind your own beeswax.
Yeah, Enor.
Yeah. You seem friendly. What's your name?
My name is Gujda.
Hi, Gujda. I'm Molander. My friends call me Mo.
Are you from the Selesnya by chance?
Yeah. And I just start like slowly reaching up. Just,
Don't touch me!
why do people keep saying that? People are so friendly back at home.
Boundary issues.
I'm just like looking at my hand sad.
Listen, it's not like people don't like to be touched, but you're a completely you're a stranger. And, you know, the first thing that a lot of people don't want is you reaching at their face.
But I introduced myself and I learned her name.
Is that how things work in the Selesnya?
Very touchy.
My family, I'm Gilda's, but my family has deep, long-standing connections to the Azov, and it's not a touchy-feely place. May I recommend you don't try that kind of stuff, since you are going into the Basilica District. People will not look upon it kindly.
Like, I guess. Also, you know, you could always join the Selesnya. We're always looking for new friends.
Son, I am 87 years old. I'm not looking for new experiences, sexual or otherwise.
Yeah, all right.
Excuse me, ma'am. You seem like you know the Basilica District pretty well. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, well, it has some of the most beautiful architecture I've ever seen in Precinct 6. or District 6, Precinct 3. It has some of the most beautiful architecture in the whole 6th district.
You seem sure on that.
I'm very sure on that.
Well, hopefully we don't run into any trouble.
Where are you going in the Basilica district? There are many churches and banks there.
Do you know?
You need directions?
It was the prelate Samila at
Odmena Cathedral.
Cathedral. I say we're on our way to Odmena Cathedral, ma'am.
That's not the best one. If you have a chance, go look at the Grand Ozbal's Basilica. It is truly, truly magnificent.
Ozbal's?
The Ozbal's Basilica.
That's a weird name.
Don't make fun of my heritage. Youth today!
I look out the window.
It is very pretty.
Okay.
Some of the rivers are above ground here.
Ooh. I think Nog just sort of keeps to himself for the rest of the trip. Some very confrontational other passengers. I'm not really looking to try my luck with the conductor. He's the one who drives this thing.
Are there any good advertisements on the train?
Ooh.
There is an advertisement for beer, in fact.
That goes well with sausages.
So if
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
Just like,
Ooh, that goes good with sausages. Sure it does, buddy.
Sometimes I just comment on things that I see. Right now, I could really go for a sausage and a nice cold beer.
Ooh, trains, good for going in a direction in a very speedy manner.
look, Enor lives a rich exterior life.
All right, after a excruciating train journey,
Look what
I forgot
happens
to
when you
subtract my
talk.
dollars. I paid for this.
Look what happens when you talk to other people.
It was 65?
65 zips. You arrive at Pacina Station, which is the closest stop to Odmena Cathedral. And, more importantly, some more box text,
Ooh.
because not everybody watching this might be as familiar with Ravnica. Like the Azoria Senate and the Izzet League, the Azov Syndicate is another of the 10 guilds that rule Ravnica. The Azov, however, do not concern themselves with petty matters like food standards or efficient mass transportation. The Azov's purview is long-term investments, in both the sense of a balanced portfolio that offers a minimum 1.4% annualized return, and the sense of an everlasting life beyond death. Originally founded as a church, the method by which the Azov became the dominant financial institution on Ravnica is somewhat apocryphal, because although the Azov keep immaculate records, no one outside the guild has ever been able to afford the fee required to read them. The current leading theory was put forward in 8458 ZC by Clunak Vokspur, a heroic forensic accountant who, after a decades-long fundraising campaign, was able to buy access to the first 3 pages of the Azov Syndicate's most ancient and sacred ledger of accounts receivable. According to Vokspur, the Azov pivoted to finance after someone heard the term angel investor, got confused, and assumed it was supposed to be taken literally.
Wow.
The Azov, for their part, have never confirmed or denied the theory, but after Vokspur published it as the best-selling financial advice handbook, Retire by 355, and Managing Your Investments After Death, they responded by quintupling their record retrieval fees. One typically has to endure 2 kinds of miserable bastards when dealing with the Azov Syndicate. The kind who wouldn't hesitate to use their elderly grandmother's soul as a guarantee on a high-yield bond, and the kind who need to work as a filing clerk for 200 years after they die because their fool grandson was too stupid to set up a balanced portfolio. So you're in the Basilica Quarter. There are churches and banks all around you. The streets are fairly busy. There's lots of people coming and going. And you can see the domes and spires of Odmena Cathedral from where you stand. It's about 500 meters away.
Out of curiosity, do the people of, like, Orzhov, who are part of, like, I assume a lot of these people are in the guild, dress a lot differently? Are there a lot of robed folk? Or
Yeah, anybody who appears to be... The bankers are just, like, dressed like normal people, but, like, you know, dour. But anybody in the church is wearing like churchly robes and like the signs that they are that they're in the Orzhov organization. So a lot of chains, a lot of gold, a lot of like white and black and like flashy, but in an understated kind of way. Everybody looks like a really, really, really rich goth.
Wow. All right.
That's pretty vivid. I understand exactly what you're going for.
So, what do you want to do?
What time's our appointment at, Avenir?
What time is our appointment at?
Your appointment is at 9:30, and we'll say it's 9:15.
Okay, well, I guess we should
go.
hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All
good,
right.
Good thing we checked.
Yes.
Good thing we didn't walk.
So you hustle past a bunch of people. You see some thralls circling overhead.
Ooh.
There's some people bustling. But as you're going down to the cathedral, you do see somebody yelling, "Hot dogs! Hot dog in a bun! Get your dog in a bun!"
No.
Come on, it's just one quick one for the road.
I've had more than enough uncured sausage this week.
Can I like?
Is there a lineup?
There's like one person in line.
The appeal of a sweet sausage.
Can I take a quick dog to go, please?
Yeah. 15 zibs for hot dog in a bun.
Yeah.
Hold on. I
damn.
got 10 zibs for the cream cheese of capitalized markets and 10 zibs additional for the onions of optionally convertible debentures.
Give me the works.
All right, one Orzhov style dog with cream cheese and onions.
Ooh, that sounds good. 1, 2, 1 as well, please.
All right. That'll be 35 zibs for both of you.
Ooh.
I hand it over.
Ooh. Thanks, buddy.
No, I hand over my portion.
Oh.
You gotta pay for your own dog. Come on, keep it moving. I got a line of bankers here. They're hungry. They don't have time to wait. They can eat when they're dead. The joke is
I
they
hand
don't get to
over
eat when
my
they're dead.
portion of the payment.
Great.
I thought
so-
we were getting so close. You treat me to a hot dog.
You smacked him in the face with a giant silverfish last session.
That's a very good point. I didn't even remember that until this moment.
Like a whole day's gone by. I'm sure he can't still possibly be mad.
I begin chowing down on this dog as we're like.
Yeah, the old.
I assume we're doing
old
like
eat and run.
the I've got a business meeting.
Yeah,
And
probably.
only 10 minutes to hop out for lunch.
All right, the dog has rolled as a 4 out of 10 on quality, so it's fine. It's not going to make you sick, but you're not super happy about it.
Can't wait to
You can
these are
really taste
standardized.
the hair.
So Naga's made like a subconscious decision to never look at the food, the dogs as he's eating them. Now that he's got an idea, he's just like, whatever. Like we've gotten this far, but with the knowledge, I don't want to double check.
Yeah, I assume sausages have been a staple food of your largely ration-based diet
Yeah.
in the Orzhov Legion for many years now.
And yeah,
Yeah. So Melander, your hot dog rolls even worse.
Ooh.
So you have a slightly upset tummy now.
Oh, no.
Like everything in the Orzhov district, some corners have been cut to save money.
Uh-oh.
Well, but not the Orzhov themselves.
what was the name of the hot dog stand, by the way?
It was just a hot dog vendor.
All right.
But he had Orzhov themed dishes.
I just always want to ask because I know sometimes you come up with great names.
Yeah, my name is Glurd. Glurd runs this hot dog stand. Glurd, nice to meet you. Don't maybe like cut the hot dog in half or anything like that. Just eat it and enjoy it. Let the cream cheese and onions cover a multitude of sins. Whatever Orzhov believes be with you.
I'll eat it like a slightly too big thing of sushi that you can't you want to get it all in one go.
Oh, yeah, like when you go to Samurai and they give you those maki rolls that are
Yeah.
the size
How
of
are
a
you supposed to eat
softball
this thing?
cross-section.
Yeah, the whole dang thing in one go.
I'm just picturing we arrive at our destination and I'm sweating and it has nothing to do with the fact that I ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nog most certainly has like a little like cream cheese stain on maybe it's like on his tabard.
Avenir dressed down a little bit today.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I assume his clothes are off somewhere being cleaned, like his fine clothes that he wore the other time. But like, everything still fits, but it's not his absolute like top tier clothing.
Well, luckily, the Orzhov, being a religious organization, won't judge you whatsoever.
Good.
Outwardly,
Yeah,
to your face.
within earshot. Actually, that's not true at all. So, are you going into the cathedral then? Just
Yeah.
hustling?
Yeah, I suppose we have to.
All All right.
Ideally, I'll have finished my hot dog before I run in.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
have time to finish your hot dogs.
Okay.
You so
Mistakes were made.
you get up to Admira Cathedral. So Admira Cathedral is grand, awe-inspiring, and wherever possible, heavily gilded. The inside is well lit, and the light is colorful and soft because it's streaming in through a series of 2-story tall stained glass windows. The ceiling rises 40 feet above you and is liberally studded with enormous chandeliers. Each of them are over 10 feet wide, and they are dripping with crystals. At the end of the central aisle, a 15-foot tall raised golden pulpit looms over the cathedral, and beyond that, 3 30-foot tall, massive marble statues depicting the Orzhov patron saints of compound interest, debt, liability, and insolvency loom even larger. And their robes and their coin purses and their certificates of indebtedness are all highlighted with gold leaf and then studded with precious gems. So as far as like Orzhov cathedrals go, it's a bit tatty. But your feet sink into plush carpet decorated with the guild insignia. And as you walk up the central aisle, a thrall goes,
Yeah.
lands behind you and takes out a little push vacuum to like get rid of your footsteps. So you hear a little, but it's silent in there otherwise.
Valencia goes to like sniff the thrall. She never does that again. Ever again.
The thrall then takes out a little cloth and wipes out a little bit of dog pee.
Cool. So
Yeah.
just to flesh it out, a thrall are for the most part unintelligent, or they have like the
They're-
same intelligence as animals. They're often humanoid-ish,
They're
or
humanoidish. They're the leftover body meats
Yeah.
of indebted ghost spirits that have been refashioned into servants.
Yeah, they're not always
Yeah.
humanoid, right?
interesting. I didn't know they were unique to the Orzhov.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's like when you have died with debts, the Orzhov get you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they take your spirit, and your spirit becomes a ghost in service to them. But then this body's not doing anything. Why put it to waste? So they reform it into these like rough homunculus type things. Some of them fly, like this one. Some of them are big lumbering beasts that carry records from one bank to another because it's very important to keep track of everyone's debts.
Right.
And they wear these gold masks so you can't see the faces because they are even grosser than the rest of the thrall, and they can't really talk. They just kind of like make noises because there's no soul.
Yeah, I kind of knew what it was, but I didn't get what it was, and now I'm a lot more uncomfortable.
They're
Yeah, you-
horrific.
You know, in Twin Peaks, when they find Laura Palmer in the Black Lodge, oh, she makes this noise. That's the noise of a body in terror without a soul.
Yes. That's a really, if you haven't seen Twin Peaks, that means nothing to you. But the flesh of a thrall is very pale and like occasionally hairy, but not very, and like very goopy almost. Like matter was melted and then reformed while it was slightly warm and sticky.
I'm going to assume this is the first time Melander sees a thrall.
Probably, if you haven't
And-
come out here very often.
No.
The smell,
How does it smell?
Yes.
moist. They smell moist. They smell like moist flesh.
See, this is why the Orzhov make me uncomfortable. This kind of stuff is weird.
Like,
Yeah.
There's the layer of incense, I'm going to assume. And
There's
then
a lot of
underneath
incense.
that, there's probably like feet.
Yep.
Feet and like must.
Rot.
Not rot, dryness, because everything must be kept very dry for records preservation. While you guys are standing and gawking at the thrall, it looks up at you and then like takes a cloth and starts trying to clean the cream cheese off your armor.
Oh, thanks, I guess.
Is there I look for a human or a person, somebody with an int score, a staffer.
Yeah, if you can see like if you go down the central aisle of the church, because the only way to get into Admira Cathedral is to go in through the most like intimidating way possible, but like right at the end there is a little pathway off to the right.
Okay, yeah, I look for reception.
Okay, perfect. To that pathway will take you to a small door, which is also heavily gilded and like has like all sorts of like fancy stuff, like carvings of like people like with like portfolios and like stuff like that, and silver inlay and little gems and stuff. And there's like a crystal doorknob, and beyond that is reception.
Oh, okay. Well, and open the door and go in.
Yes. There's an elderly man behind a desk, and the nameplate on his desk says Syndic Luzdot. And you are?
My name is Avenir. I'm here from the Consumer Goods Inspection Agency with the Azov Senate. We have a 9:30 appointment with Prelate Mila.
I see. And he shuffles some papers on his desk, and he pulls out an alms box that is inlaid with mother of pearl and onyx on all sides. The top has the Azov insignia, and the front side features an angel using a thrall as a footrest.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Voluntary tithe of 5 Xenos.
Xenos?
Voluntary?
Xenos?
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Thank you.
We're going to need a receipt.
Sir, this is an Azov Cathedral. We do not perform charity. Prelate Svev Mila will see you now. And you enter.
I hate this place.
Like the rest of the cathedral, her office is extremely opulent, but she does not rise to greet you. When you enter, she's merely glancing at you from behind her desk, and she is young, and she is pale, and she has piercing blue eyes and blonde hair, and needs me to do a little bit of business here. Puts her finger up on the desk.
Pronounce canines?
No.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, checking to see if she's a vampire?
And what does such a strange group need from the Azov Syndicate?
Your ratification of the Azorius Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard.
In triplicate.
May I see your document?
I open it to the relevant page. Sign here, please.
Very interesting. It will be a simple matter to sign your agreement. As soon as you've transferred the standard signing fee of 30,000 Xenos to our accounts.
I don't have that kind of money. We don't have that kind of money.
Truly, if this is important to you, then perhaps the money could be found.
I'll need to see some kind of documentation around that.
Perhaps I could be persuaded with an offer of equal or greater value.
I feel like I'm going to regret when I say, what does that entail, ma'am?
Oh, I have some ideas. You could bring me either head of Rurik Thar. I'm not even picky.
I don't think we should do that.
Anything that doesn't involve, like hurting people?
My office is rather dreary. Bring me a large bouquet of night-blooming catapult blossoms, and I will consider signing your agreement.
Yeah, give me a second here.
Catapult blossoms.
Nature roll to find out what that means?
Sure.
All right. Let's see if they're like super expensive or something. 19.
Oh, this is something you remember.
Ooh.
You remember this happening just yesterday, but in real life a couple of weeks ago.
From the crawl flower merchant?
Pretty sure you bought one.
And how expensive were they?
They were 2 Xenos apiece.
And she wants how many?
A big bouquet.
Probably like at least like 40 Xenos worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just remind me of the Ravnica currency again.
Okay, so a zib is, there's 100 zibs to a Xeno.
Okay.
And you spent 35 zibs on a hot dog all dressed.
And that's like copper.
Yeah, it's like copper,
Yeah.
essentially. It cost you 65 zibs to get here because you had to take 2 trains,
Yep.
and it's a long way.
Yep.
It was like clear across, like, it was like halfway across the 6th district. So, like, you have, like, this is a lot of money. You had to pay, like, a huge tithe just to get in
Yeah,
and see.
yeah.
It's not, like, a bank breaking. Like, 30,000 Xenos is a ridiculous
Yeah,
amount
yeah,
of money.
Like we're about to go drop like getting like a section of couch money on some flowers, right?
Yeah, this is more like, I guess I'm not going out for a few beers and a nice meal on the town kind of money. Right? It's not like I must mortgage my soul for this.
Yeah.
Although if you're interested, they have great repayment terms. Very long amortization periods.
Interesting. It's like, hey guys, I totally remember we can get some of those.
Yeah, I probably from the same guy who sold me my plant, which
Yeah.
is now at home.
Oh.
Is it that? Did you have one?
No, I bought the what were they?
You got a green glow amarilla.
Yeah, it's right here.
I mean,
I
that's,
think I'm going to name it Ferdinand.
that's a good name for a plant.
It sounds like all of you are having a wonderful discussion.
So, yeah, we actually know a guy who sells them for maybe a decent rate. So we could do that. Flowers seem easy.
Well, get to it then.
Very well, Prelate. We'll return.
Should we get our hands stamped on the way out so we don't have to pay the tithe again?
I don't think they do that.
The hand stamp.
Oh
will be
no,
10
we were here
zeros.
before.
All right.
Well, that doesn't seem so bad. We got out of there, with a relatively easy task.
Yeah, nice negotiating. You got us from like 30,000 all the way down to a bouquet of flowers? Wow.
All right. So do you guys remember how to get to that crawl flower merchant?
Through the sewers.
Well, there was
There was a gate that goes down.
yeah, there was the gate through the park. So presumably yes, because we got out of it again.
All right. Well, we'll abstract away the fact that you now have to take the subway like another half an hour back across
Right,
town.
right.
Is the kid still on it?
No.
All right, good. The kid wasn't lying to us.
There's some more. There's some other people you can talk to. That rude old lady isn't there either. There's maybe, but so we'll say that you have departed the Novagen subway line, and like, I don't know, how much help do you want getting to that market?
Probably not too much,
All
but
right.
like, I'm suspicious of the terms of this agreement.
How so?
Well, we didn't get anything in writing to start with.
Yeah,
Verbal contracts are very squishy.
That's like super Azorus of you two, though. Like, you just gotta trust some people, you know? They ask for flowers, you give them flowers, you're good. Right?
You're in charge of this one.
Yay!
Yeah.
no.
Let's go.
It's no skin off our back if it ends up going wrong. On a side note, you want to buy the flowers?
Sure.
Okay.
I get to,
There we go. I feel like that worked out well for us three.
I get to give a pretty person flowers? What a great day.
Aw.
She just looks that way.
Good reference. Music.
Yeah.
So I guess we're at the park now, and
Yeah.
we're making our way towards the.
Yeah, for your reference, because I have a map that I have
Ooh.
drawn for my head.
Ooh.
Well, actually, it's a real map at my house, just to keep these straight. This is, if you get on at the subway station right in front of the 168th Garrison, there is like, or you go down to the Novagen subway line down there, like in the bottom of the subway line, there is literally like a to Undercity. Like,
Yeah, I
path.
assume so, since we heard the subway in that like in the plaza.
Yeah, so you don't have to go through the sewers now that you want to go to the Undercity.
Hooray!
Yay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's head that way. I
Yeah.
figured it'd be less stinky today.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so you're now in the Undercity in the beautiful park.
Oh.
Is that lady who was selling tents still around?
She is not.
Oh, she's disappeared.
Argila.
Argila is not
right.
there today.
Well, Mo, it's all on you. How much money you got?
Do you remember where you were going?
We went through the market towards the direction where the footsteps were that one time.
Yeah, we went through the park, and the
By the way,
flower
the park
merchant.
still looks great.
Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine
You
it
want
was
to
beautiful.
check out those paths with like lovely, like tall mushrooms and like little walking paths and interpretive signage.
I would like to come down here again sometime.
Just like
When it's
enjoy
not
it.
for work, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe spend a nice week out here.
Or just like have lunch here.
It is very nice. It's very humid.
Well, I mean, we could stop for lunch, grab the bouquet, grab something to eat.
As you pass through that park, there is still a
There's the
guy
sausage
selling
vendor, yeah.
selling hot dogs.
I had a hot dog for breakfast. Why not just keep it going?
I
Chain
think
it.
I think I go to have a sausage, And then my stomach immediately is just like, no. And I'm like, right, maybe not 2 sausages today.
Oh wait, what was my Undercity accent? It was just snort. Hello, do you want a hot dog? Do you want a hot dog? Do you want a hot dog? I've got it's Undercity style. 20 zibs, 25 for mushroom and sprouts.
Mushroom and sprouts. That sounds good. Do we want to eat first or go get the bouquet first?
We should eat first because I worry about the bouquet staying fresh.
That's fair. Hot dogs all around.
Do you want mushroom and sprouts?
Yeah, please.
All right, 25 zib each, or 1 Zeno, 4 hot dogs with mushrooms and sprouts, Undercity
A
style.
Zeno.
Well, 25 zibs, 100 zibs to a Zeno.
For all of us.
For all of us.
Yeah.
Not each.
Oh God.
Yeah. You know what?
But tips are appreciated.
Since Mo
hot
is-
dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog.
Since Mo's got, you know what? I got this. Here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Hot dogs are distributed.
Enjoy your weenies.
I'm going to look at mine a little bit more carefully before I eat it this time.
I do not look at it.
What?
I half it and I split it with Valencia.
Oh. Valencia's like,
That sounds about right.
and when you eat it, you realize this is a veggie dog.
Oh. Hop.
Yep.
That's Undercity style.
Does this taste weird to anyone?
This is not a sausage.
What is it?
It's not meat, that's for sure.
It's, so the Golgari do this thing where they make sure that everyone's got a little bit of food.
Ah.
And even if it's not good food, so they do a lot of like farming down here. Like people grow wheat and there's farms and stuff like that. But also like, you know, they have some very efficient funguses and you know, mushrooms and like fermented soy protein things that they can put together and that will hit all of your nutritional and protein requirements, but aren't necessarily 100% like
Food.
Think of it as like bad seitan. Like if you've ever had seitan, like the textured soy protein.
You may find there's not as many insect parts and hair
In this one?
in this one as
Honestly, this is a much cleaner, much higher quality dog food product than the one you got in the Azov district.
I feel like eating this somehow made me smarter.
Valencia does not like it because
Yeah.
there's no meat here.
No, that's probably the best.
She's spitting up she's spitting out little mushrooms and like eyeing them up.
This is pretty good.
Yeah.
Highly disappointed, and this is exactly the sort of thing that this sort of regulation is going to put into place.
But this is for meat products. These are already regulated under their own different banner, and they're actually pretty clean.
Exactly, but if nothing else, this will require an accurate labeling and therefore no longer be able to be called a sausage.
I don't know.
I've spent a lot of time reading this document. It's very important to me.
That's not a lie. He
Been
has.
reading this document.
Basically,
Yes.
every chance I get.
Really interesting. Roll me insight or whatever stat you think applies to that.
It'd be if it's
It would
reading comprehension, it would be an intelligence-based stat.
Yeah, so that's so investigation, I guess, probably. Okay. That would be 22.
22.
Dang.
This is a very thoroughly written agreement. There's some things that you might want to reread later. There might have been some sloppiness maybe because you're seeing some paragraphs and some regulations that appear to duplicate other regulations.
Oh. Interesting.
So anyhow,
Put in a requisition for a revisement when I return.
I'm sure Obort Zunak loves having his work questioned by somebody several ranks below him. So
We're gonna get through this. Just stick with me. We're gonna get through this without getting any penalties or demerits.
As long as we get it ratified, then we can go ahead and make the adjustments.
Yes, that's how that works. You get everyone to sign something, and then you change it.
I mean, that's how some people in the Azorius work.
Yeah, I guess.
Well,
All the terms of service agreement.
thanks for the sea cucumber or whatever you just fed us.
No problem. It's very good for you, very clean. Much less cement than in other hot dogs, you know. We put in no dirt.
We put in no cement. We put in no gravy. Because there is a whole thing that you are allowed to add as much gravy as you want to a sausage, but then gravy is subclassified as something else. They have
that a
very
thing?
strict rules. They have very strict rules about what can go into our sausage.
Thank you.
Well, want to go buy some flowers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so as
They
an
got some-
FYI,
Oh, yes.
sorry, go ahead. As an FYI, because you are dressed in your normal clothes, you still stick out quite a bit in the Undercity.
Yes.
So you will need to be polite to people, and some people might not want to talk to you as much because, you know, people from the Overcity tend to come down here and insult the sausages and say they're not as good as theirs.
Whoops.
But the sausage is very nice.
So anyhow,
To the flower vendor.
Yeah. Is he open today?
he is,
Oh,
and he recognizes you because you
Yay.
came by yesterday.
Yay. Hey, flower friend.
Ah, hello, are you back?
You bought the green glow amarilla yesterday. How did you like it? You back for more? I still have pots, 75 zibs. Very nice pot, very nice pot. You put in a closet. You do not water it. You mist it once in a while. It will be happy. You try to love it. It will die.
ooh, perfect. What I was actually looking for were night blooming caterpillar blossoms.
Oh, that's Well, let's see.
You had a bunch in stock yesterday.
Yeah, but hold on. Let the DM get to her notes. I do not have them right now, but I have fresh honey fungus, which is pretty and not too toxic, good for houses with children and pets. He points to Nog when he says children and Valencia when he says pets.
Hey.
I got white moss clusters, 10 zip per head, and I got mycena blossoms today. You can fill them out with some opsalas, and that's the lovely bouquet that will glow in the dark.
How long until, like, you got more? Because we're pretty set on that flower.
Oh, night blooming caterpillars are very rare, and they are very, very tricky to grow. They are very difficult, and the guy who grows them is having some sort of humidity problem. So I don't think I'm going to have any for a while. They're extremely hard to find. Really finicky bastards, honestly. But my shop, only one in Cozina Depths who sells night blooming caterpillars. I can put them on the list, and when I get them again, I can help you out a little bit. Maybe it will be a couple of months or something, though.
Sweats.
I twitch, yeah.
Just like,
But I got
going to get fired.
Mycena blossom.
I'm sorry, only the night blooming caterpillar blossoms will do. Who is your supplier? May we speak directly with him?
Oh, that trade secret. No, I only person in Cozina Depths who gets night blooming caterpillars.
But you mentioned that your grower was having humidity problems. Maybe we could help your grower fix the humidity problems, and then you would be able to restock them again.
This sounds like some sort of overworld ploy to cut crawl flower merchants out of night blooming caterpillar market. They are very popular, and we have monopoly on them. No thanks.
I have no interest in taking a. Why don't I pay you double for the number of catapults?
I don't have any caterpillars to sell you.
But if we were able to get to your, if we were able to speak to your supplier and reestablish your supply of them, then we would be able to purchase them from you.
Oh, look, I'm going to lunch. Goodbye.
Perhaps you'd be willing to do it for a friend. And I would like to cast friend upon this person.
Oh.
He's gonna know afterwards.
Yeah, we shouldn't. You're going to need to leave fairly quickly when we're done.
Oh my God! They're gonna find us floating in a canal.
Oh God.
All right, so what do I do if you're casting friend?
For the duration, you have advantage on all charisma checks directed at the creature.
All
Your
right,
choice.
so do I have to roll against you then?
I believe so.
All right.
Could have just rolled persuasion.
When reasoning fails, try magic. Before reasoning starts, try magic. Look, it's a wizard.
So what happens?
So,
Well-
are you going to make a charisma check?
Yes. So let's roll against your charisma.
What am I rolling against, though? Please tell
That's
me.
a very good question here.
It would be your spell save DC,
Oh, right.
Okay.
right?
so-
So 8 plus your modifier plus proficiency.
Right, that should be right there. So plus 6.
All right, so
Or
I
no,
need, to,
14.
Yeah.
I need to
14
hit a
is
14. Ooh, I do not make my save. So now what happens? Now that I believe you to be my friend, I just am a little bit more likely to tell you.
I think that's mainly what the idea is.
Oh,
You were
okay.
mentioning something about advantage in charisma throws as
What
well.
it seems like, so what it sounds like to me is you're casting a spell
Yeah.
which hits, and now you have to ask something that would be similar to a
So,
persuasion.
let's call that the asking for a friend,
All right.
or as a friend.
All right, fine. I tell you what. Here's the deal. Volgas, something is screwed. He is very upset. There's something wrong with what is going on with his greenhouse. Something has messed it up, and all his night blooming caterpillars have been killed. Nothing is going to be growing for the next 2 months.
Vogoth?
Vogos?
Yeah.
Wait, isn't that
That's
that's the sexy guy? Yep.
Well, it's unfortunate we do really need those night blooming. We should go find another supplier very quickly. Thank you so much for your
we-
help.
find out
Where is he?
where's Vogos's
Good
greenhouse?
question.
Yeah, that's more important right now.
I don't know. He meets me at the market. It is very. These flowers are incredibly difficult to grow. It is literally trade secret.
When were you scheduled to meet Vogos next?
I was scheduled to meet him this morning, and he already came and told me his greenhouse has been destroyed.
Well, how do we find this guy?
Well, so didn't we run into him in those warehouses?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe there?
seems reasonable.
Like he did like tuxedo mask out of there, but like
Yeah.
it seems like he
well,
was
somebody else called him away.
Yeah.
Or when's the next meeting? And then insert ourselves? That's a good way to make friends, right?
I think that seems right.
Wait, when are you scheduled to meet him next?
I don't know. He said he would come when he had flowers. He has nothing to give me, so we have no reason to meet.
How do you get in touch with him usually?
He comes to me. I assure you, these are very secretive, very spicy flowers.
Very.
Is it absolutely can you ask if it's absolutely true that they're the only person that
What the little child said.
Vogos is the only one, as far as I know, in the entire 6th district who can grow these flowers reliably.
Reliably, you say?
Oh, many have tried. Most have failed.
Is this like when Prince Philip tried to grow truffles?
maybe all right, well maybe we check out the warehouse. That seems to be our only lead. That's where we last saw him.
Seems to be the last thing we have.
I don't like that we were sent for these.
All right, so you check out the warehouse?
Yeah.
Sure.
We need to get away from this guy before the spell wears
Yeah,
off and he
he-
realizes he's been, like,
I don't think we're gonna be able to do business with this gentleman ever again.
I might just not want to show up next time.
Let's head to the warehouse.
Yeah.
Good pushing your luck, though. So
Wow.
I warned you when you came down here. They're not going to be super friendly and want to tell you things because you're overworlders. So you have to either accept what they're going to do or manipulate them. And you chose the latter, and I'm sure that will work out great for you. So you check out the warehouse. You find it pretty much without trouble because it's not that far away.
Yeah.
There's a few like scuffs in the dust and stuff like that, but there's really nothing here to investigate.
Can Valencia sniff around and see if she can pick up his scent or anything like that?
She sniffs and sort of circles back to where he was. And like she's like in the office where he was.
Hey, you
I
know,
guess we should go check out.
yeah, let's go check out the office.
okay. I remember you had some like find person magic earlier.
Not
No, it's
people, no. I can only.
Detect magic.
Oh, detect magic.
Well,
okay.
and yeah, locate object.
Sure, not person. Okay.
I would like to go and investigate the office
Yeah,
upstairs.
Go for it.
12.
Sure is an office. Looks empty. But like there's like a desk here and a crappy chair that the previous tenants left and like a poster that says hang in there, you know.
Is there any,
It's got a crawl.
Are there any
Yeah.
papers or anything in there that describe
There's
anything?
like some old newspapers. Like it looks like it's been empty for a while.
I
Okay.
think we've been left on or sent on a wild goose chase a little bit here.
Would the Orzhov do that to you?
I mean, I think I would fully believe that we were sent out here on not a wild goose chase, because this is way too specific.
Yeah.
This is hyper specific.
More likely to. Yeah. Interesting.
Where would you be able to have a greenhouse in the Undercity?
I assume a lot of places.
So many places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like a very specific thing.
Did we get the name of the friend? The other person who was there. Is there some way to like cross-reference? I mean, you're the Azorius. Can we do a name search up of property this person might own or the other person might own?
I don't see why we couldn't. I don't know if it would.
Did
Sure.
did the Azorius keep track of?
Yeah, they would have property records. So you could leave the Undercity, go back to your offices, and then search for any Vogosses.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
All right.
Rather than
Okay.
sending a messenger.
yeah. I'm trying to think of any other way of finding this without leaving. And if we're conspicuously overworlders and
Yeah.
people aren't going to like us, they probably won't like us poking around after a Golgari druid.
Yeah. The scent. This involves going back to the flower store, but Valencia could follow the smell potentially. She need like the best roll ever. The smell of when Vogoth was at the flower booth.
Or just the smell of the flowers.
I would need the flowers.
Yeah.
We don't have a flower.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of hard to track him, considering it was like half a day has already passed.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, finding people isn't exactly what I'm best at.
Okay, well then, yeah, I don't think anyone down here is going to be really enthusiastic about helping us find this guy. Why don't you go back to the office and check things out, and I can try to ask people?
That sounds good, and we can make a point to meet up at a specific time.
Yeah. How about back in the park in X hours?
Sounds good underneath the biggest mushroom.
Okay.
All right. Let's resolve you rolling for your investigate.
Okay,
So I'm assuming it'll be some sort of investigate.
I'm gonna mosey back rather than just languishly go.
Okay, just because I feel like you rolling dice to look at files.
Yeah, it's
Is-
not gonna be fun. That's a 19.
That's a 19. Well, good news. You managed to spell Vogos correctly, which is good, but it is bad because according to your property registry records, there are 600 people approximately in this district with the name Vogos, and the Undercity property registry is low to non-existent.
How many are high-level druids?
Doesn't say on their property registration.
But it does. It should mention at least the relative size of their properties.
Whoa.
I mean, we can narrow it down to say about 30 or 40 of them own large properties.
That's a good start.
So maybe you have a list of people that own large properties in the Undercity.
Yeah, that seems good.
Okay, I would like to try to find... I'm not sure how to abstract this into roles exactly, but I want to try to suss out if anyone knows Vogos, if anyone would
Yeah,
be
sure.
willing to,
Sure.
help us locate him, or help us find the greenhouse.
Are we going around asking like people kind of a thing, or?
I'll go back to the hot dog merchant
Sure.
actually and say,
Yeah.
hey, I was looking for a specific kind of flower, but as it turns out, that guy's name is out of the ones I'm looking for. Is there anyone else who sells flowers around here?
Let me think. You want to go to Ovog's Flowerium? He would know. He sells those flowers occasionally. I don't really know much about flowers.
Okay, is that the guy that we just saw?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
trying to be helpful, but he sells hot dogs.
Okay. I was told to look for a guy named Vogos, that he would be able to help out. Okay.
It's a big city.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Not a very, like, uncommon name.
Yeah. It's uncommon to you, but it's fairly common in the Undercity.
Okay.
So you're going to get some, like, from that guy, because you bought hot dogs from him, some shrugs, and from most people, you're going to get no.
Right.
I want to make a suggestion, but I don't know if I've returned yet.
We can say you
Oh,
returned.
good.
We say you walked at a brisk clip.
Have you ever seen an elf that was, I don't know how to put this, unnaturally hot?
I mean, I'm a Kral. I don't really think any of you four-limbed things are attractive. Sorry.
Let's be honest, I'd get you
Not
there.
enough limbs. Gross. So weird. How do you stay upright without four things on the bottom? Yuck.
I have to wonder myself. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I suppose doesn't hide easily in a crowd is an interesting way to.
I think maybe if you come back at a later date, perhaps even with some disguises
Yeah.
or something like that, you could do a better job of investigating. But
Yeah,
right now, you've got something. You've got some facts.
Okay. Maybe we call the Orzhov a dead end for now, or
It
we
feels like
could-
that. I have no idea what we're supposed to do here.
Actually, I'm in the Undercity. I look for clothes,
Clothes?
like a change of clothes that would be inconspicuous in the Undercity.
Oh, yeah. I keep pointing out that we're dressed the wrong way.
You could find a clothing shop.
Yeah, I'll go and buy a change of clothes that is appropriate for working in the Undercity.
Might be a good call for all of us to do that.
You are still human, which means you still stick out.
Okay.
I mean, like, less, but, like, there's some humans in the Undercity, and they're, like, roguish types, but, like, it's not common to see a dog down there.
Oh yeah, I stick out. For
So-
sure.
I mean, you could go back and you could ask
Like,
Mila if she wants anything else from you, because she did say she was open to bargains.
okay.
Oh, I thought that was the end of the bargain trail. Like the flowers were the last thing, which is why I thought we accepted it.
We didn't ask after that, to be honest.
No.
We're just like, flowers, that's cheaper than 30,000. Let's go.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, maybe we go see her.
Yeah, yeah,
say,
it's
the
supposed to be-
flowers were a bust.
Like, look, we
All right,
tried.
Oh,
well,
knights who say
abstract
me.
all that away. But you say you spent, I don't know, 3 Xenos on some cool cloaks.
Okay.
And are you dressed differently?
No, well, I mean, if we're going back to the Basilica,
All right.
It's a good thing to have for the future.
yeah.
We still need to go Gari's signature, so not a bad idea.
Oh yeah, actually. That's how the sausage is made. Just putting them along for time purposes. So you come back, the thrall vacuums after you again. The guy does not ask you for another voluntary
Oh,
five
good.
Xeno tithes because you've already paid for today.
Right.
Today.
Today.
Lucky us,
God.
yes.
Today. All right. So, and Sev Mila is there, and she enters, and she says, "Oh, you're back quickly. Do you have my flowers?"
Unfortunately, night blooming catapult blossoms are extraordinarily rare right now in the Undercity. Apparently, the supplier who grew them has had some humidity problems with his greenhouse.
Yes, I did know that because my delivery didn't show up this morning. But as a spiritual leader among the people of Ravnica, I felt that there was a good lesson to be learned about understanding the difficulties of others. And so now that you understand how many pressing ordeals I have in my life, I feel that you are better equipped to help me with a problem, and that if you can solve for me, I will exchange my signature for you.
I'm glad we've been able to come to an agreement. What can we do for you?
There is a young man named
Vibrating.
Ogavin Groban.
Argazin.
Ogavin Groban. Oh, I'm sorry, Ogavin Gobran. Reading my notes. Ogavin Gobran. He is important, and he has rather unfortunately gone missing. And the nature of his disappearance is something that I would like to keep discreet. Ogavin is also quite familiar with our methods, and so it has allowed us to be adept at evading us. Bring me Ogavin and I will sign your agreement, but you must return him absolutely alive, unharmed, and in one piece which is also why it is maybe not the best to be sending our enforcers after him.
Is there any information? Is there any information you know about where he went missing or who might have taken him?
Somebody make me a perception check.
I can do that for free. Perception 23.
4.
21.
You notice nothing. You're like, wow, this carpet's so thick.
I can get
you
one
two,
from my house.
on her desk, notice that you can see her business cards. They say, Prelates of Mila Gobran, Orzhov Church, Absolution and Forgiveness, 2.9.5% APR.
No, money down.
Absolutely.
I mean, I said my thing, I guess, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't notice this.
Family member of yours?
My younger brother.
I would like to make a wisdom insight check to discern lies.
Sure.
Oh.
That would be a 19.
She is telling the truth.
Interesting. Okay. We would appreciate any information you have on his whereabouts, his appearance, his associates.
Where he was when he went missing?
The last time Algavin was seen was in the 2nd District. He is tall and thin and has blonde hair and blue eyes. And his associates are unruly.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that they are not of the Orzhov.
Could you
They
be
are.
just a bit more specific?
I don't know his associates, otherwise I would know where they were because I could hunt them down and kill them and farm them into servants for myself. Bring me my brother. We have a family dinner coming up next week, and it is vital that he be there.
Cold
I do not
sweat.
want to deal with my grandmother's ghost without him. Now, good day. And she pushes a button, a little thrall comes out and is like, "Ah!" and like pushes you off the rock.
We're getting
Chased out with a
ejected.
vacuum.
Once he like yelps
Yeah.
and goes out the door.
Yeah, he shows up with a vacuum and like tries to vacuum us out.
Okay, we're leaving.
All right, so Luz Dot is like, is your business finished?
Our business is certainly not concluded or finished, but at an end for today.
Excellent. Leave now. I'll make a 5 Xeno tithe for loitering.
Holy crap.
Do we have any idea of where we're supposed to start looking?
I think you should. I think somebody should make me an investigate roll, particularly you, Nog.
Okay. That would be a 13.
This name rings a bell.
Yeah, I want to say he was one of the people who went missing from the 168th. From the lockup in the 168th. The young man, maybe, who
Back
didn't have any...
to the sewers.
The one who was related to the Rakdos Performance Guild? No?
Nope.
Was
that's
he one
somebody
of the
else.
ones that we ended up bringing back, though?
No.
Into prison?
I will tell you. I just have to skim to that part in my notes. Several of the prisoners were still missing but you found most of them. The prisoners that were located were Braku, human male, not feeling very well because he had a concussion from the floor collapsing. Luba, a human university student who was high as balls. Meljek, a drunk human male, who is the one guy who managed not to fall into the sewers. Groja, a Vidalcan University student who was rescued by Valencia, was tripping the same balls as Luba. Unaccounted for was Rixogix, a drunk goblin that you left in the sewers. Parvis, which was Meljek's cousin, who works as a part-time roustabout for the Rakdos Guerrilla Theater Troupe.
Right.
And Ogavin, a teenage boy who was brought in for disturbing the peace.
Okay, well, let's head back to the 168th then
Yeah.
and see if we can find who arrested Ogden,
Yeah.
where he was found, and
Yeah.
who he associates with.
Yeah. Wow, you're so smart.
Sounds good. Let's go back home.
All right, so it's actually a really short Oh no, it's another subway ride. So long. It's like freaking
Can we just get like a day pass?
Did we get a day pass?
I'm going to assume I'm going to say after you spent 150 zibs that on the 1.5 Xeno on the subway, it automatically kicks you over to day pass.
Yay.
And you can just ride without, or maybe one of you. I think some of you might have just a monthly pass.
Yeah, I would think so.
You know what? I'm gonna retcon as a DM that you all have monthly passes to the subway because that's just how you get around.
That makes sense.
Okay.
All right.
Who's on the subway this time?
Oh my god.
Oh, there is an old man. There's a young man, and there's still a Vidalcan conductor that you can talk to.
Has it been the same conductor every time?
Possibly. I don't know. Maybe he's driving. Maybe he just drives the Novagen line. He's got a very smart outfit. It's red and blue because he belongs to the Is It League because they run the public transportation. And there's every time he passes a timing stop, he pulls out his watch, does a click, and then puts his watch back because Vidalcan are very focused and detail-oriented, so they make good subway drivers. And then he tips his hat.
That's sweet. Hey, thanks for the ride again.
He's too busy concentrating on driving the train.
That's
He's not
fair.
paying attention to you.
I remember when I thanked the driver when I got off the bus in Calgary, and people just looked at me.
Yeah, like we're weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of city? Interesting. I'm pretty sure everybody thanks in the Selesnya district. People are so friendly back home.
Are you homesick, Melander?
Well, they kept telling me I needed to get out and like see the world, and that I was a bother, and like.
I was gonna. So mild question. Nog sort of has like a flicker of insight. They sent you away?
Well, like, not away, but just that I was floundering my talents, just not getting out and not seeing the world.
Does everybody for sure hug and touch each other's face in the Selesnya Conclave?
Yeah.
They're very
All right.
casually affectionate.
Okay. All right.
We're just like, I mean, other than my one big giant family, we're all kind of like one big giant family.
Okay.
Nope.
Let's go home.
Cross-contamination alerts.
That has so many implications. We're not even diving into it.
All right. So after a very productive train ride in which you observed the very specific recipe for precision that the Vidalcan conductor goes through to ensure that he hits all his timing points and makes a little check mark in his log, and finding a little bit more about Melander's family, you have a lovely conversation, and you eventually find yourself back outside the 168th. Which, thanks to the events of yesterday, because that happened yesterday, is now on extremely high alert, and the gate is closed. But Lieutenant Blesnord is outside, behind his old desk.
Hey,
Hey
Blesnord.
man, check it out! I pulled my desk out of the sewer, and it's as good as it always was, which was not very good, but it's still okay.
That's good. Has the hole been fixed?
No.
Okay.
Has the desk been washed?
No, that's why it's outside, but I'm outside as the guard on duty, but I guess you can come in.
Hey, Blesnord.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who arrested certain people that were in the hold the other day?
I don't, but you can go talk to Scova.
All right, let's go talk to Scova. I mean, I'm actually excited about that. Scova's great.
Yeah.
She's a cute machino.
Yeah.
We go to the...
yeah,
is she
you
hanging out in
get-
the prison area?
Yeah, she's actually supervising the floor repair, so there's like several stonemasons at work, and she's just like, no, that needs to be reinforced. No, don't cut any corners there. I see you trying to mix sand into that. Stop. This is important. The floor can't fall in again. Scova has held a lot of responsibility over the past 2 days that she's not used to. And
She's
so
stepping into the role nicely, though.
she's really, but she's a little anxious.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So she sees, Nog, Valencia! And she gives Valencia a big ruffle. And
Yeah, and Valencia's really stoked to see her.
Hi, how's it going? Wow. So I get to add to. I get to add to my history here that I've supervised stone repairs, which I don't know anything about, but I'm sure I'm gonna do a great job as long as they don't cut any corners. I see you not putting in a reinforced beam down there. No, seriously. Commander Acra said this floor has to be able to withstand several more earthquakes. Hi, no.
Scova.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, congratulations on padding out the resume a little bit. That's pretty cool. We're looking for somebody, and we're hoping maybe you can help out because he was one of the prisoners that was in here the other night.
Sure, who you looking for?
Ogthen Gobran?
Yeah, okay, I can pull his records. Do you know how to spell Gobran?
Or
Yes.
Ogden.
Oh,
yeah.
In the conventional manner.
Okay. Yeah, I got it right here. Human male, blonde hair, blue eyes, 5'10", 150 pounds. He was brought in 2 a.m. the night before the whole floor incident, and he was collared for, disturbing the peace, public intoxication, and property damage under 50 Xenos at a bar called the Waddling Crisis.
The Waddling Crisis. Okay. Do you know whereabouts that is?
Yeah, it's on Bentham Avenue.
All right.
Was he brought in with anyone else?
A couple drunks and 2 people who were high as balls.
Ah, my good friend Luba. Luba was great.
Wait, were they together? Luba was hanging out with...
They weren't like together, but they were all brought in from the same disturbance.
Oh. So something must have been going on at the tavern.
Do you know what the disturbance was?
Property damage, huge fight, public intoxication, some
my
sort
God.
of brawl broke out.
We're cleaning up after the first level tavern brawl.
Yeah. That's very accurate. Oh my God.
Yeah, it wasn't like the biggest one that's ever come in from the Waddling Crisis. Like, it was like the monthly Waddling Crisis, right? You know.
Rough place?
Have you not been to the Waddling Crisis?
No.
It's a hell of a place.
It's a lot of fun, but you don't want to wear a uniform there if you're going for a good time. Tell you what.
Fair enough.
Oh, so that's a good note. Maybe I shouldn't wear my tabard and stuff?
I mean, like, it's like 4 in the afternoon. It's probably fine now.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Scova. I hope all this... hope we get to sleep in a bed eventually. I know the garrison's kind of getting a little bit bunged up here.
Yeah, it's okay. Like I said, I'm on my way to be like sub-commander at this point.
Any indication of what actually happened?
Let me read the file. Looks like there was a fight with 15 to 16 people, and there was a small fire, and they had to let everybody out early and close the bar. So, standard night at the Waddling Crisis. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I guess Waddling Crisis is the kind of place that can have a bar fight involving a fire and 15 to 16 people and still cause under 50 Xenos of damage.
And continue to be open.
I love it. Like, no furniture in there is worth anything.
Yeah.
Like, all the glassware must be plastic.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
you guys are in for a real treat seeing... I can't believe they haven't been to the Waddling Crisis, Nog.
I've been by it like once or twice. I try and not have that as part of my, normal area.
Okay, well, when you're done this, we have to go because it's very fun.
Oh,
I've dropped cocktails in bars that cost more than $50.
I'd love to go sometime.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, just we'll get Valencia a dog sitter.
Yeah, that.
Vulnerable
okay.
animals should not be seeing the inside of the Waddling Crisis at like.
Nog sort of like blushes a little bit. He's like, yeah, okay. Anyways, let's go on an adventure. I'm Scova, nice seeing you. To the Waddling Crisis.
Is there any other information we need before we go?
Oh, also, sorry.
Boros regulations on fraternization between ranks.
Pass on my my love to the chief, eh?
Will do.
Just one more thing.
Yeah.
Long shot, but you haven't actually run into any hot elves, have you?
I see more hot goblins in my line of work.
Nog's like,
Thank you.
Definitely going to a bar.
I'd like to make a roll for investigation as to seeing whether or not they have the beer I saw on the subway.
ooh.
I guarantee you the beer they serve at the Waddling Crisis is very strong.
Oh boy.
Should we...
Date with Scope.
Nice. Should we switch into street clothes? As we have 2 folk in probably very obvious Azorius attire.
It is after 5 o'clock.
I would like to not wear my armor going into a place that's going to be all
You're
brawly.
making some very big assumptions about what sort of clothing we own.
I mean, you could probably grab some indistinct robes from like the abandoned clothing lost and found here, if you must. They won't be clean or fit nicely, but you will not be dressed like Azorius mages.
They'll fit right in.
Are we all dressing up?
Yeah. I find a nondescript robe to wear.
Okay,
I'll change into whatever I bought in the Undercity.
Yeah.
Nice.
I take off my armor and all that jazz, and
Oh, no armor. How exciting for the Wadling
I mean, I was
princess.
going to put on. I was still going to wear armor.
okay. So
Underneath?
I guess I take off my tabard and stuff. I'll still wear my armor, and I'll put on
Just
like
don't
some,
fly the colors.
some
Yeah,
what I assume
yeah.
are maybe some like probably teens clothes
Also,
for my.
I
age.
imagine everyone at the Waddling Crisis is wearing armor.
I also take off Valencia's dog armor. I think.
You
'cause-
can leave it at the garrison,
Yeah.
and unlike previous times that you have left things at the garrison, it will be able to be retrieved later without incident.
We're going
Sure.
undercover.
Yeah, I
I'll
trust
put
that.
on this robe and wizard hat.
Thought we were going to get through it.
You
but
had to, didn't you? You absolutely
almost
had
made
to.
it. We almost made it.
3 sessions in, everyone. We got there.
Who had 6:30?
Yeah.
All right,
I guess I probably shouldn't bring my lance then either. Hey.
that would probably.
All right. I leave my lance. I've still got a
You're a walking
hand axe and a
armory.
longsword. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
you now you're just armed to the lower jaw
Yeah.
rather than.
Wait, did I get my longsword back? I don't know if I did.
Do we get all our gear back, or there's things potentially still in the sewers?
No, things are probably still potentially in the sewers.
I think I know I have my hand axe, so it's fine.
You could also requisition more from the garrison. Like, it's not necessarily your longsword that you bought; it was like
Right.
part of your kit.
Can I ask for a longsword?
Yes,
Cool.
absolutely.
All right. I bring a longsword and my hand axes. So.
Okay. Yes, since the equipment that you lost was sort of lost in the line of duty somewhat, you can just get more equipment. That's what the
sweet.
locker is for.
Cool.
All right.
I need to have at least 3 things that can hurt people on me at all times.
All right, so
Off to the crisis.
the Wadling Crisis is actually only about a 20-minute walk north of here.
All right.
So it's close by, which explains how all these people who ended up in the bar fight ended up in the drunk tank drying out in the 168th.
So what's our strategy going in?
First, you're going to listen to some box text.
Ooh, good strategy.
So the Wadling Crisis is on Benford Avenue, which, as locals such as yourselves know, is the toniest street in Skladholm, which is a former manufacturing district. Unfortunately, though, Skladholm is also the worst neighborhood in the entirety of the second precinct, and a reputation it has secured by coming first 17 years running in the 6th District Times-Picayune's annual Nightlife and Entertainment Reader's Choice Awards. According to actuarial
Dope Yelp
reports,
review.
just by stepping foot in Skladholm, your odds of being murdered rise to 1 in 400. Your odds of being involved in a fight become 1 in 37, and most importantly, your odds of seeing something exciting happen with a goblin, a flamethrower, and a pig carcass rise to 1 in 2. The most common businesses in Skladholm are bars, nightclubs, and kebab shops that only operate between the hours of 11 p.m. and 5 a.m.
These are my kind. Real life Ben would enjoy that.
Yeah.
a lot.
It's a very exciting place to go.
I used to go to a
This,
pizza joint that only was open from 8 p.m. to 4 in the morning. It was dope.
Yeah. Think, if you're Canadian, think certain gross parts of White Avenue in Edmonton.
Yeah, that's exactly
yeah.
it.
Think-
Steel wheels. Shout out to all my Albertan folk.
If you're from Vancouver, think think when you go down to East Hastings to go down to the Astoria.
Yeah.
We don't have an equivalent neighborhood in Victoria, but like
17th Ave in Calgary.
yeah, there's
New Jersey.
yeah,
Old
ba-
17th Ave.
Yeah, old 17th Ave.
Wait, all of New Jersey?
around the Gowanus Canal in Brooklyn.
Oh my God.
Don't
Yeah.
make fun of people from New Jersey.
The
In front of the people.
Anyways.
It's a bad neighborhood filled with like nightclubs and bars and stuff because it used to be where warehouses.
Sure, it's like-
cheap.
It's gone from industrial to gentrified cool before gentrified pushes all the cool out for condos.
Gentrified's a strong word.
All right, neat.
It's
Like-
you will get stabbed here.
Latified.
Is it guildless or is this a gilded area?
It's a largely guildless area.
Cool. Cool.
All right, well, let's sit down in the bar and do, I don't know, poll tabs.
Oh, well,
I guess we're
I want to go talk to the bartender.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you haven't actually gotten there yet because
Oh,
you're walking
well.
there and there's a human man in an alley trying to get your attention.
Oh,
He's like tall and thin, and he's got a wispy mustache.
Ooh.
He's wearing robes.
Hi, friend.
Hey, you looking for a good time?
I always am looking for a good
No,
time.
no, sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. He grabs Molander's shoulder.
Oh,
and
this-
like,
I'm gonna touch their face.
I know what.
Hi.
how's it
This
going,
is
my
a
friend?
learning situation, and we gotta let him do it.
You're looking for a good time?
Yeah.
You're in the right place for that, because there's nothing for adventure to be had here, and you want to be prepared for a good time, don't you, my friend?
Yes.
So he opens his robes and reveals a series of temporary life insurance policies.
Okay. Cool.
I can cover you for everything. Lesser demon takes you out. It can make sure whoever you got waiting for you at home is taken care of. Get a nasty nip from an imp that turns gangrenous. Got a policy for that too. Get so taken by the raucous lifestyle of the people here that you quit your boring desk job for the excitement of being an honest merchant trying to make a living selling temporary life insurance policies. I got you.
Oh, you're trying to sell me something. I thought you just wanted a new friend.
Does somebody want to make me a perception check while this is
Yeah,
going
I
on?
can. Yeah, this is.
4.
Oh my God, 10.
Not worth mentioning.
Like I can.
I'm looking them in the eye.
I can do this for free, basically. Also,
Sure, I'll roll one as well. What do I notice with a 12 perception? Ooh, 14.
Oh, 14. All right, so what's your perception?
10.
10? I have good news for you. Molander, you totally noticed that there is a blonde lady who is lifting Enor's wallet while this is happening.
Oh,
She's not the same kind of blonde as Mila. She's got like long blonde hair.
Okay.
It's more of a dirty blonde.
Sure.
And she's just like, yoink,
oh. Hey, Enor, that person's taking your wallet.
yoink. And then both of them just like take off at a full sprint.
Can I say, I would imagine Valencia could probably outrun them. Can Valencia, like, run after the one that nicked the wallet and jump on them?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it initiative time?
No, I think Valencia's just going to tackle this lady.
Okay.
I go after the insurance salesman then.
The insurance salesman is like double moving, and he is already like 40 feet away. Or no, what's his move speed? As a human, it would be 30 feet or 20 feet? 30 foot move speed. So he's already 60 feet away from you.
I can cast Entangle. But should I? Yes.
All right. We'll say that you, as 4 trained officers of the law and other organizations, can subdue these pickpockets.
Oh, okay. Then I'll just cross out a thing. All right.
Hey, we're trying to make an honest living here, or at least an honest living in Skladholm. Piss off. Who the hell are you to restrain us?
Nobody in particular, but
Well, then piss off. I'll give you back your wallet and you let me go.
yeah, that's
Fine.
it.
All right, they escape.
Yeah.
They're not. You guys aren't in uniform.
Yeah.
Oh
we're
yeah,
not
no,
in uniform.
absolutely. No,
We've got
I'm
our
not,
insignia,
we're
but
not.
I'm not going to be like,
We're not gonna
We're
flag
not. We're not detaining them as much as we're just beating the crap out of them because they stole our stuff.
Nog gives him a couple extra shots.
Nah, I don't punch them. I just go, all right, give me the wallet, Valencia up, because Valencia's probably just like sitting.
Yeah. Valencia's a trained dog. She wouldn't like just start savaging somebody.
Exactly.
without
Yeah, she
reason.
just tackles him, takes him down, like, yeah.
Maybe gives him a good lick.
Oh. Just in case. And
No,
she's like,
licks are only for good people.
I'm really sad. I feel like that person betrayed my trust.
Yeah, welcome to the outside world, kid.
Because, like, I did want a good time. I'm always looking for a good time.
Given that they are professionals, I would like to check my wallet to make sure everything's still inside.
Your monthly subway pass is gone.
The only thing of actual value. Oh no!
Gonna have to requisition a new one from work.
Dag.
out of
Cold-blooded.
curiosity, I look at my subway pass. Does it indicate that I'm an employee of the Azorius Senate?
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh. Are they still within eyeshot?
No. They skedaddled.
I would like to locate objects.
Okay.
Oh my god.
As soon as Ian said something, I'm like, I know where this is going.
Session derailed.
Yeah, we have a mission.
You gotta get his bus pass back.
A side quest. A side quest.
I mean, yeah, I'm not. We went looking for my dog. I appreciate it. I will go to the ends of the earth to get you your metro pass back, dude.
Does have my name on it, and if we're trying to remain incognito, we
It
might
actually
want
has
to.
your name and photo on it because it's part of your like Azorius issued ID.
Yep. We're gonna need that back.
All right.
Okay.
Can you
Part of
locate
our-
objects?
Oh yeah, no.
Extremely important
Locate object
disguises.
is
Do you have
basically
to do a roll for it?
no. Locate
Oh.
object, I
Otherwise,
believe,
nobody
just
would have
happens.
any
Okay, well in
indication
that
that we're
case
actually squares.
you get a tinkly feeling that your bus pass is about 45 feet away. If you go back out of the alley that you're in, down a main street and down into another alley.
Okay. Can we double move through there to maybe make some catch up?
Absolutely.
Should we
Great.
I hop on
surround
ledge,
the
yeah.
alley or something like that so they can't run out the back?
You
They almost
somebody
certain-
make me a local knowledge roll.
I feel like I would
Yes.
have an idea.
I think
this is
Nod
my
is
sort
the
of my
only
area.
person with
Qualified,
any chance
yeah.
of
Do I have like
making this.
advantage or anything
I'm
on
going to
it?
give you advantage because you're a beat
roll
cop
this one
in
too.
this neighborhood. You
Nice.
are aware of the waddling craces. All these other people don't know.
I got a nat 20.
That's how you want
Okay.
advantage to go. There's a 3 and a nat 20.
All right, you know for a fact if because he's communicated to you where his tingly feeling for his bus pass is, well, metro pass. You know for a fact this alley has 2 entrances. So there's so like it connects through. So you could do a surroundy thing if you want to.
Okay, you 3 go on the one end. Me and Valencia will go around the back end to make sure that.
Do we just like
Oh, to prove to them we're squares. Very
yeah,
good.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Valencia and I will go around the back end of the alley, and you 3 can go in through the other side.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we do that.
We do that. You don't see anybody in the alley, but you know your bus pass is here.
Okay. I'll investigate for it then.
All right.
Can I make a perception?
Yeah,
check?
I would like to make a perception check with my
Before
eye
we
for
go- we
detail
walk
skill,
in.
considering that I can do it for free or as a
Go
bonus
for it.
action. 23.
You do not perceive anyone in the alley.
Ooh.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not getting ambushed. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you do perceive that there is a long stair, like there's like a fire exit on a building, and it looks like if you were very smart, you could have climbed this fire exit to go to the roof.
Oh, interesting.
Are you sure that it's in the alley or is it up?
That's a good question.
I mean, I think you want to investigate for it.
Yeah, I mean, if I can, if it should be within sight, I'll investigate for it.
Okay.
12 plus 6 is 18.
18. You find your photo stamped Metro Pass with very little difficulty in a puddle of mysterious origins.
Gross.
Because it
There
turns
it
out
is.
your photo's on it, so it's hard to sell.
Yep, I'll mage hand it out of the water and then flick it off.
There's an oily sheen that is new to your bus pass.
I'll wipe it on my borrowed cloak and wizard hat.
On to the crisis.
Good side quest.
I'll give you all 10 experience for that.
Sweet.
Yay.
The thing is, all of you could just destroy those people.
Oh, I mean,
So-
Probably.
yeah.
But they had no reason to fear you because you weren't dressed like cops and Azorius mages, so they thought they could rip you off.
Shows what they
Turns out they
know.
could.
Yeah, yeah, they were absolutely right.
So, the Waddling Crasis is a music venue of considerable note. And it occupies a former warehouse. It is flanked on the left by a pawn shop and on the right by one of the late-night kebab joints. You can't see inside the Waddling Crasis because the few windows the building has have all been covered over with posters for visiting bands, most of which seem to favor swirling psychedelic imagery and nearly illegible logos. There's nothing else on the outside of the building except for broken glass and the waft of stale piss. All right, you want to go inside?
Not really, but let's.
Knock, knock, open up the door.
The Waddling Crasis is very dark, so it takes a couple seconds for your eyes to adjust.
Night vision.
Night
So,
vision.
All right, you're fine. You're fine. It takes you a couple seconds for your eyes to adjust.
I'm blind.
It is dark and moldy smelling in here, and there are no concerts tonight, so it's just the local flavor. And it's also 5, so they wouldn't be starting yet anyhow. And there are a few patrons seated at some ratty-looking tables. They're drinking beer out of chipped glasses, and they all give you a once-over because nobody knows who you are, and they don't recognize you. The people who drink here just to drink here a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
The regular crews
The
here,
regulars
yeah.
here. You are not regulars. But they're not unfriendly. They're just like, huh, what are you doing here? And Grak, who's behind the bar and is a huge ogre bartender who's polishing a glass with a very dirty-looking rag. You lost!
Nah, man, just here for a good time.
That sounds not like this place.
Hey, I heard it outside. You know, people doing stuff in the alley as usual. Anyways, that got it off in a really weird tangent. We'll have 4 drinks.
All right. And he gives you 4 draft beers. There is 1 beer on tap. It is the beer on tap.
I figure that's why I said 4 drinks.
Yeah, that is the drink that is served here. It is a medium-colored sort of amber ale thing. It is very generic beer. It will get you drunk. It is neither good nor bad, neither strong nor weak.
Drinkable.
It's very drinkable, as in it is a liquid that goes down your throat.
Right.
I hand the beverages to you guys.
All right.
And I say, why don't you go grab us a table? How much do I owe you?
150 zibs.
150 zibs?
Yeah, or 1.5 Xeno.
Yeah. Can I slide him 2 Xenos?
Yeah, all right.
Ooh.
Interesting. What do you want?
We're looking for. We're looking.
Is he making a clean spot on the towel?
We're looking for somebody.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking for people.
I know, right? It's such a sad world out there.
He looks at you for a second. He's like, "Are you an undercover cop?" We get a lot of them coming here.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Why?
it's a waddling crisis.
I mean, I feel like
Our reputation somewhat precedes us, but I like to think I run a clean establishment. I'm just trying to make an honest living.
yeah,
Christ.
absolutely. Listen, I'm not here to cause you any trouble or anything like that.
Good. And he grabs a heavily dented mace out from underneath the bottom of the bar.
Yeah, it looks
'cause
like
I don't
you know.
like trouble.
It looks like you know how to use that thing. So, I'm just looking for somebody that came through the other day. He owes me some money, and hoping I can maybe find him. I heard he got cuffed by the cops the other day.
That happens to a lot of our clientele. You're going to need to be more specific.
His name was I totally wrote it down wrong.
Ogven.
Galbrin. Blonde kid, maybe like early 20s, I think we said. Teen?
His eyes light up,
Ooh,
but not in a happy way.
shit.
You going to hurt that kid?
No.
Maybe.
Oh, wait. Yes.
I remember that clown. He was with some ridiculous 9-person band that played here 2 days ago. They were the last stop on their big 3-district tour, and they repaid the favor by getting pissed and almost burning the place down.
What kind of music they play?
He gestures down to the bar,
Oh.
and you can see there is a blackened and scorched bit, like where it has been lit on fire. And there's just a little handwritten sign that says, "I wouldn't." I don't know, ridiculous music. They got 2 drummers.
They're Slipknot?
I was gonna say, did they wear masks? Listen, I'm just looking for him. If you have any idea of maybe where his associates might hang out or any of that kind of stuff.
I don't know where he went or anything about that band, but you go ask those 2 people over there. They're big fans. They were in the front row. They were high as balls a couple nights ago, and they got collared with the rest of them for puking on a Boros guard.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be a Boros guard in here.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
screw
be a
those
good
Boros
idea.
guards, am I right?
And they're well-trained dogs that follow them around and look very neat. Looks at your dog.
She's... Valencia just like... "Alright."
He sort of gives you a shifty eye, but then, nods his head over
Yeah.
to the 2 people he tells you that are sitting at a far table in
Hey.
the back.
Thanks for all your help. I'm gonna go enjoy these, I'm sure, delicious beverages.
So he goes back to polishing his glasses.
I go over to you guys at the table and go, so, apparently they don't actually like that kid here either.
Huh.
And they played in a band here a couple of days ago, like a 9-piece band with 2 drummers.
2 drummers.
2 drummers.
I look for a poster on the walls.
Ooh.
There are many posters on the walls.
25 on an investigate.
Okay, well, they're You don't know the name of the band.
But if they played here 2 nights ago,
There's,
Also, if there's
date.
9 people on
Yeah.
the poster, that might help.
well,
I look for the words juggernaut.
Maybe just the date.
Yeah, the date.
you look for. You can see that there are several likely contenders.
Okay.
We'll say there is one poster that has like a flaming tree and like drippy oozy things and like swirly font. And there's one that is like black and red with like metal script and stuff like that. And there's another one that is like it's a picture of a horizon, and the font is very thin and small. And it's just got like, a very artistic thing on it. But all of them are dated for 2 days ago, so it appears several bands played on this.
Yeah, like there's more than one band that night. Interesting.
Anyways, there's 2 kids over there that apparently are big #1 fans.
Is one of them Luba?
Yeah, perception. Is it Luba?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And her Vidalcan friend?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, it's my friend Luba.
All
Why don't
right.
you go over and say hi?
I will.
Did she still like you after she found out you were not actually a dog?
I'm pretty sure.
She was very stoned.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever, I'll go over and say hi.
All right.
I go over carrying my drink. Yo, Luba, what up? It's me, Mo. Yeah, we totally had a connection after the show. Do you remember?
No.
Oh.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Mo. What's up?
Hi. Why do you know my name? And her boyfriend, who is the Vidalcan guy,
Yeah.
is like, yeah. Why do you know Luba's name?
It's clobbering time.
Just like I thought we had a thing.
Oh my God, Mo!
I'm so sorry for it.
Oh
I'm
my
so
God!
So do you guys rush in and like go?
Yes.
Oh my God! And tackle him.
So quickly.
Do we really need him to stop?
Yes.
Okay, cast command. Stop.
Wait, are you casting a spell on Mo?
Yep.
How do I resist?
You
Roll a 14 or higher.
on.
I stop.
At that point, Luba, and by the way, her boyfriend's name is Grosja, which you would know from the arrest reports.
Yeah.
But he has not been formally introduced to you yet because he was rescued by Valencia and you didn't really deal with him at all. Are just like, well, what the hell? And the bartender, Grok, is like, hey, none of that shit in here! And he like grabs the mace and he's like, do I need to make it clobbering time? I told you I don't like cops in here.
Oh, we're not cops. Mo, sit down, please.
Okay.
Is everything all right, Luba? Everything all right, Grosja? And they're like, I think everything's okay. Yeah, apparently this is somebody we have a connection with, and their friends, and their dog. It was a very nice dog. And Grosja goes, that is a nice dog.
Valencia, I like look over at Valencia and she kind of looks at me because we've got that connection. I go, and so Valencia like kind of waddles over and is like, bah! And like pants kind of at them, and then like sort of like rubs at Luba's leg.
And she's like, oh, that is a friendly dog. And Grosja's like, why does this dog seem so familiar?
And like Valencia looks at what's his name, Greja,
The bartender is
the Vidalcan. Sorry,
the Vidalcan is Grosja.
Groja. Valencia like looks up at Groja and like maybe like I guess like paws at his leg and stuff like that too. And I walk over and I'm like, hey, my name's Nog, and this is my dog Valencia. Valencia seems to be awfully like keen on you. Did you guys meet somewhere sometime?
All right, while this is happening, Grok sees that the situation has calmed down a little bit, goes back to the bar, so no one's going to get immediately clobbered.
I'm going
By an
to
angry
very
ogre.
sadly drink alone in the corner because nobody understands me.
But he's going to keep a strong eye on all of you. All right, so you're asking
Yeah.
Grosja if he remembers the dog?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't see a lot of dogs like this, but she does seem so familiar.
Well,
So soothing.
we were at the show the other day.
What show?
The show with
The 3 bands.
Agathan's band.
I mentioned one of the band names from the other night.
Oh, we'll say that's Glizclax.
Glizclax.
That's the metal-looking one.
Yeah, the show with Glizclax.
Oh, yeah, that was an intense show. Glizclax are like not my favorite, but like, yeah, they were pretty good.
Which was your favorite?
Oh man, King Zykor and the Warboar, and you see that Groja is wearing a.
King Zykor
King
and
Zy-
the Warboar.
Let me put my pet things in.
That's really good.
You see that Groja is wearing a King Zykor and the Warboar shirt, and they're like, "Yeah, we're both huge fans."
Were they the 9-piece?
Yeah.
They were really sick. Hey, I was a really big fan of that one dude. What was his name? Ogvin?
They look at you. They look at each other. They're like, there's nobody named Ogvin in the band. Oh my god. King Zykor and the Warboar are getting so popular now there's just posers everywhere. I mean, posers with cute dogs.
That was his name. It might be.
Oh, okay.
It was Agavan Gobran. Not in the band.
Oh, all right. So they're in the other one.
Maybe.
Or they're just in the audience that
I'm
day.
just going to whisper magically through the message. Maybe a stage name.
Oh, shoot. No, maybe they have stage names. What do you think?
Yeah, possibly. I don't know. Okay.
So, like, I guess you guys are like, new.
I'm terrible with names and these things.
Luba and Groja look at each other and they're like, it's not a good thing to gatekeep in music fandom. We'll tell, like, if you guys want to get into King Zykor and the Warboar, we'll totally help you out. You don't look very cool, and I understand that it can be intimidating coming to, you know, places like the Waddling Crisis where, like, the cool kids hang out. Like, do you guys go to Kapatsa University as well or something? You look kind of like old, like returning students or something.
We're in the continuing education program.
Okay, cool. Anyhow, yeah, like, what do you want to know? Like, they released 5 albums last year, so, like, I recommend,
Do you know if they're going to have any other shows?
Oh, man, I'm really sorry. You missed their, like, big tour ending thing. I think they're done after this. They did, like, a big, like, tour, and, like, this was the last stop on the tour. That's why they, like, got so drunk and, like, lit the fire as, like, the ceremonial thing to, like, show the cleansing of the of Ravnica, and then they were, like, heading out to, like, do whatever they do.
Maybe King Zygor is going to have a solo career?
No, like, the band is called King Zygor, but there's no King Zygor. It's just like an allusion or something to one of their beliefs.
So are they going to be, like, in the studio cutting another album, or?
No, I think they're just, like, going home to, like, relax. It was, like, a big tour. We saw them 6 times. Oh, my God. Yeah. When they played Crumbling Castle, it was so good. Yeah. And then they start talking about music.
I'm really trying to figure out how to ask.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try and...
Without sounding like a creepy stalker.
Which one was the young guy with the blonde hair? I really liked his solos.
Uh-oh.
He was blonde, right?
Yes.
Yes.
They look at you, and they're like, maybe, did you have those same mushrooms that we had that night?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I got really messed up. It was super fun, though.
Look, I'm just barely putting it together that you were there.
Oh, wow. You know what? Maybe if you buy us some more beers, we'll talk to you about how great King Zygor and the Warboar are. They say, looking at each other like they're very smart.
I go buy beer.
Mo's got to make up.
I come back with 6 beers. I assume buy beer means for everyone, not just them.
All right.
How much did 6 beers cost me?
We'll say it was 4 beers for 150. So for you, it's
175.
No, it'll be more than that because Graf doesn't like you because you almost started a fight in his bar. So it's going to be like 3 Xenos for you to buy beer. There's no prices anywhere, so he can do that.
Okay.
You may want to continue to tip him.
I will increase that number to 350.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. So you come back with some beers. All right. Yeah, man, they're on a whole nother level. They've got like 2 drummers and stuff like that. But yeah, and after they were done the show, because they're like the headliners, right? After they've done the show, they're like, "Hail to King Zygor! Hail to the War Boar! Hail to the Gruul clans!" And then they like started the chant, and they did the dancing, and then they lit the fire, and then the fire was amazing. How cool is it to look at fire when you're high on mushrooms?
It's unbelievable.
And then like the next thing I remember, I woke up and I was like in the Boros garrison.
I like and like drink some of my beer, like obscuring my face with the mug a little bit.
Yeah, that was wild.
So
I can't believe you don't remember me.
Mo?
Yeah, just like the thing where you take a drink and like cough into it and just like.
Luba just made a perception check and did very well. Dog friend!
Yo, you do remember me. Oh, yay.
Oh my god! You were my baby! Wow, that's a lot. Groja, I don't want to have children right now. That's okay, man. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I had a baby. It was really amazing. He was a beautiful baby. Okay, yeah, okay. I feel like we have a connection now.
I totally thought we had a connection.
Oh, I'm really sorry for thinking you were fake King Zykor and the Warboar fans.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
And I'm really sorry that you missed out on their tour, but I guess if you want to go see them, you could go back to the Rebel Belt where they live.
Yeah, totally. Where is that again?
In the Rebel Belt, where the Gruul clans are.
Oh, cool.
We're going to have to go and have a rumpus.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's a belt. But
We
generally.
don't, yeah,
is
we're
everywhere.
aware of where it is.
Okay.
You thought we were squares here?
It's actually kind of cute. It's Mo's first time out and about.
Oh, well, if you ever want to know where you can get some mushrooms, let me know, dog friend.
Dog friend.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we really I don't know. I'm feeling a little plum tuckered.
Yeah, we should probably get going.
Oh, okay. Well, it was nice to meet you guys. Let me know, if you check out King Zykor and the Warboar, you can come back here. This is our hangout. We live around here. Tell us which album you think is the best. We won't judge you too much.
Actually, just
Only a little bit.
on that note, can you hook me up with your dealer's name?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. I'll check them later for other growing things.
Did you just find like the next bust you're gonna do?
Maybe it's Vogoth.
Oh, that was smart.
Yeah.
That was over my head completely.
Or Enor has a weird habit we don't know, you know.
So do we leave?
Yeah, I guess we should leave.
I think the bartender as we're leaving.
He glares at you, picks up his mace, then gives you a nod and puts it down.
Go.
How do you dent a mace?
You're very
By hitting
strong.
things a lot with it in the same spot.
Yeah. Bye, Luba. Bye, Luba's friend.
It's Groja!
Bye, Groja, friend.
I don't think he likes you very much.
No.
Yeah.
I can change that. I can try.
Start. I would change the way you enter a conversation with them.
As you leave, you overhear them. Your baby? That's weird. But that means you don't want to get with that guy. Oh no. I love him like a baby. Or a brother. Or a stupid tiny dog. Yeah.
Once you go Vidalkin, you can never have anything else again.
Close.
No, that's pretty much spot on.
So as we leave him, okay. So
Okay, we have to find the rubble. We have to go to the rubble belt.
the kid hangs out with the Gruul clan.
Ooh, maybe we get the signature while we're there. 2 for 1.
And on that optimistic note, I think it's time to call today's session to a close. Thank you so much for joining us on Bylaw and Order. Hey, that's the out for the YouTube version. And
We're gonna go see my favorite guild. Yeah.
And then they're going to eat us.
Yeah.
how bad can they be? They've word, the beautiful musical act.
You.
Yeah.
Congratulations on having
Yeah.
them in. I'm pretty happy.
So yeah, that was our wonderful session. I feel like you got all of the facts, and I only had to prod you once because I was like, oh, this is taking too long.
Yeah, I wasn't sure where to go quite
Yeah.
with the flowers.
Yeah, I mean, you got all of the important things. You got all of the important information you need to get, so that was great. And then I was like, I mean, I could let you like fart around here, which is what I would normally do, but we're on
Right.
sort of a time limit, so I was like, I just go back and get screwed over by get
Hey.
burped over by the Orzhov
very
because
nice.
they're not very nice people.
Yeah, we were sent off to buy the largest, most expensive flowers we could find.
Yeah.
We have many beautiful flowers. I said largest and most expensive.
So we're falling behind on our ratio of 1 signature per episode, though. So we're going to have to double up.
I mean,
We got 2 in
as,
the
as a
first one.
student, I'm used to that ratio falling behind all the time. It just means we need to write 150 pages in one night.
Yeah.
And technically, every time we get 1 signature, we get 3.
Yeah,
Right,
those have
yeah,
the
so we've got
agreement.
4 or 6
Six
signatures
already.
right now.
Important to
We're
be
nailing
correct.
Yeah, 6 out of 30.
Yeah.
I think that's better, right?
Holy moly.
There's already been requests for a Warbor T-shirt. King Zygor and the Warbor T-shirt. I don't know what that would be, or what a T-shirt looks like in Ravnica.
Well, if you want to
but there it
design
is.
one, Xicor is spelled Xicor. If you're
I was
interested.
wrong.
You could even use the art from, what is it, Maze Forerunner, that precious pig.
Is it still a T-shirt if it's being worn by a being with more than 2 arms, though?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe you'll find out next week if you choose to go into the Rebel Belt.
We'll fit right in.
8 signatures in 1 episode, says Captain Red Ram.
We were too square for the dive bar.
Yeah, I tried to fit in because I was
You
like,
got-
I'm a goblin and I got that kind of voice, but I think I gave it away pretty
The
quickly.
giant friendly dog following you around kind of
Yeah.
blew your cover.
I should have
Also, you
modded up
probably-
for a
I was
bit.
tempted to dump a beer on, just to
Yeah.
dirty them up a bit.
I mean, even
Yeah.
that, I think your posture probably gives you away.
Oh yeah, walking like a soldier everywhere you go. Just like when the Rock in a movie or something like that. You're like,
Also, like, Gract, like, has sort of a, like, he has to call the Boros a lot.
Yeah.
So, like, he kind of has a sense for who's in the battalion.
Right.
Right? Like,
So
he-
should I have tried to maybe form a
It is-
rapport with him?
It is like 2 blocks away from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like you have to
that's
tell if
not
you're a
that
cop,
close,
right?
But like, he just like the kind of people if you just had been like, I'm from the Boros and I'm looking for this guy, he would have been like, okay. I'm like, all right, we can play it like
Dang,
this. And
I
he's
thought I
gonna
had
be
to play it
immediately
cool.
suspicious of you
Yeah.
because you're like trying to hide something.
Is this why Samila wants what's his name's heads?
I don't know.
Maybe.
a Rurkthar.
Yeah. Rurikthar not understand the stack.
Yeah.
Just punch everything.
Is that all for today?
That is all for today.
Well, that was really fun.
So
Thank you.
Very
Kathleen.
interleaved.
yeah,
I liked it.
yeah, we've got and Ian, I will make up a name for that dealer and I will give it to you later.
Paul.
It would be. I was just gonna say it'd be awkward if you guys killed Rurikthar in the middle of this campaign.
Yeah.
Like,
feel like-
oh man, we could have did that. It wasn't that hard.
He doesn't have
And
a
then,
card
then,
right
we
now.
have to,
so-
then it like goes back to like WotC headquarters. Like, oh geez, now we have to change all the lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed Rurikthar
Yeah,
in
Rurik-
some unrelated podcast.
Yeah, Rurikthar apparently was killed by 4 random people
I believe
who were
according
trying to get a sausage thing happen.
Yeah, I actually believe, according to actual
text.
lore, that Domri defeated Rurik in battle, and
Yeah.
that's how he became the leader of the Gruul clan. You probably knew that
I
already.
think so,
yeah,
yeah.
I mean, that would make sense.
But because this takes
yeah.
place before the events of the most recent Ravnica block, out of time of printing, Urukthar was still large and in charge. I'll say.
The opposite hat still exists.
Yeah.
Isperia is alive.
Spoilers, I guess, for the set that already came out. Anyhow, thanks everybody for joining us. If you liked that and you came out partway through, or just wanted to relive the magic, you can check out the replay. You can check out the podcast wherever fine podcasts are served. You just type in Loading Ready Run Andreas Friends, or you can go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/loadingreadyrun, and look for that there. This most recent session will be up on Wednesday, and The first two are there for your perusal already. All right. So, thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye.